Hello and welcome back to our quest system series. In this episode, we are going to go through the process of adding a auto-accepted quest. This is a quest that you don't have to go through a quest dialogue system to get the quest and add it to your quest log. So you just go through and accept it straight away. We also go through the process of adding a quest giver actor. This works slightly different from a component because it just exists on its own and it can be triggered by anything you want. We'll go through an example of how to set that up. So let's get started. So in some games, you may want to make the quest auto-accepted. So when the player first interacts with the NPC, they don't get a choice to accept it. It just gets added to their quest log. So the way this works is we're going to go to our quest data. And part of this is we're going to add on here auto-accept as a quest data point. So in here, we're going to go to the struct that we are using for this. So let's go to quest details. And we're going to add a variable for auto accept. And that bit of boolean. So now when I interact with the quest giver component, so I interact with here, we've got the first check here, we're checking whether or not we've got a quest already active in that space. And if it's not true, we don't have one, we go back to display the quest. Before we do a display quest, we want to check to see if the quest data is actually set to auto accept. So we're going to drag this out and we're going to do break it open, get data table row, choose our quest data, break this open. We just want to get the auto accept and put that into a branch. Now if it's false, it'll go back down to where it was going before. But if it's true, we want it just to straight ahead go and add the quest. Now display quest, we go to there, it adds the widget to the screen. And the widget is this one. And when we click on it, you can see what we're doing here is, there you go. We're getting the player characters, getting their quest log component, and adding the new quest to the thing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy all of that. Go back to our quest giver component. Interact with, and put that on here. So it's true, goes into here, and in quest ID will be the quest data row name. We'll take that and put that in there. And therefore it's going to add the quest straight away to our quest log, like that. Okay, so that's the quest giver component. Now, what if you want to give you a quest automatically, but not triggered by the quest giver, but it's just given to you based upon whatever event you want to do? Well, to do that, you need some sort of triggering system to handle this. Now, what I'm going to do is going to create another actor, which is auto questing. It's going to give us a quest straight away. So I'm going to create an actor, and we're going to call this one quest giver, as in the actor quest giver. And this is going to be having on the variables here the quest details or quest data. That'd be a data table row handle. And set that to quest data. There we go. Yeah, and so this thing is going to get triggered at any point. Okay, it depends on what you want to trigger it. Now, this could be something other trigger factor you want to put in there, like maybe you want to put in a reference to a trigger in your variables and bind it to it. Maybe you want to tie it to a level sequence, whatever it is you want to do. The event graph on here, you would have a custom event called give quest, I think, like that, for example. Okay, and when we are doing this, we need to get hold of the player character. You might get player character. We'll get the quest log. here, and we're going to do add quest, add new quest, and that's going to come from our quest data here. If I split that, that goes into there. Now, I only want to do this if we don't already have the quest. Okay, so add new quest, well, I only do this if we actually have it or not. So we need to check whether or not we actually have the quest, and we're already doing something similar to that on just where we were. We're looking at the quest giver widget, not quest giver widget, quest giver component. And here we've done this check at start here, querying whether or not we have an active quest with that already in there. So we're going to do copy that, enter a branch, copy, go to our quest giver, and we'll put that at the start here too. And true goes into there. So all we have to do is call this event at any point where you want the trigger to happen. So, for example, if you want it to start at the very start of the game, we can give it at start by the level blueprint, for example. I go in here, begin play, and if I add the quest to my world, quest giver. Oh, and I forgot to make the thing editable. Let's make this editable there. So back on my map here, I can choose the quest data I want to use. Let's add another quest to our quest data so it demonstrates a bit better. Let's add another one. 1002. 02. And we'll do this as my second quest. And this has been auto accepted. This has been auto accepted by the player. For whatever reason. That'll do. We'll save that and then go back to my quest giver and choose 10002. So at start, I want it to output this. So if I've got the quest selector, quest actor selected, go to my level blueprint, right click, create a reference to quest giver, and on here just do quest and do give quest. So at the very start of the level, it will give us the quest. Demonstrate that. I'm going to here, push and play, go into my thing here, and see my second quest has now appeared at the bottom there, like so. Okay, so it's auto accepted into there. And that could also be triggered by a trigger volume when something dies, whatever trigger you want to do set up, that will set up off there. So there you have it. We've now got our quest system pretty much complete. In the next episode is our final episode of this series. I'm going to go through some simple bug fixes and finalising some tweaks there and there, especially to do with the tracker, some things I want to fix for that. So you can watch that next episode right now over on patreon.com/Ryan Laley, where you can find all my videos early from just $1 a month. If you want to support the channel, that'd be very much appreciated if you can go over there. If not, just subscribe to the channel. That'd be great as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you.